Okay, so yesterday I gave you one homework. Okay, did you all do?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, yesterday I gave one homework to draw the free body diagram of blocks. Okay, are you all able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this problem yesterday I gave you homework. Okay, so draw the free body diagram of blocks. Okay, I hope you must have drawn. Okay, so you can check your answers. I am drawing it here. Okay, so first one, free body diagram of block M1. Okay, this is a simple one. Okay, only two forces are there. Those are called as gravitational force and tensional force. Okay, only two forces are there. So first one, free body diagram of so for first M1. Okay, so if you draw the block M1, so first force is called as gravitational force, which will be downwards, that is equal to M1g, and then tensional force will be upwards. Let us say this is called as T1. Okay, now this string is only one string. This is a continuous string. Okay, which is connecting between blocks M1 and M2. Okay, so now since this block so now just they are asking us to draw the free body diagrams. Okay, now if they ask us to find out these tensions and acceleration, then we'll assume that this block is going downwards, okay, or upwards. Okay, it's up to you. And in the final answer, if the answer comes out to be positive, our assumption is correct, and if it comes out to be negative, then our assumption is wrong. Okay, so anyway, since they are asking only free body diagrams, so this is the free body diagram of block M1. Okay, and then next one, free body diagram of block M2. Okay, so M2 is like this. So first force is a gravitational force which will act from the center vertically downwards. So this is equal to M2g. Okay, M2g from here, starting from here like this. Okay, this is called as gravitational force. Now there are two ropes, correct or not? Two strings are there. One is this one, another is this one downward. Okay, so now these two are different strings. So here we took already tension as T1. So throughout this string, tension T1 will be there throughout this upper string. Okay, so therefore this will be upwards. So tension will be upwards because tensional force is a pulling force. Okay, pulling force. Okay, it will pull the objects towards itself, towards the string. Okay, and then down there is one more string, so therefore it will be like this, it will be like this, so therefore down will be like this. This is called as tension T2. Here we should not write T1 because this is a different string. When the strings are different, tensions also will be different. Okay, so next after that we have M3 block. After that we have M3, sorry, one more force is there. What is that force on M2? Tell me, apart from these three
Normal
forces.
force.
Normal
Normal.
force, correct.
Normal
Normal
force.
force.
Correct. Normal force which is perpendicular to the contact surface is a pushing force. Okay, it will push. So the surface, inclined surface will push the block away. Okay, so therefore this is called as normal reaction. Okay, and then last one, what is the free body diagram of block M3? So M3 is this one, which has only two forces. Number one, gravitational force, which is equal to M3g, and then there is tensional force here upward like this. Okay, this is the same string, so therefore here we took T2, so therefore here also it will be T2. Okay, as I told yesterday or day before yesterday, tension will remain same in a string. Okay, as long as it is one string. Okay, tension throughout the string will remain same if the string is massless. Here we will assume that the strings are massless, so therefore tension will remain same. Throughout the upper string, tension will be T1. Throughout the bottom string, tension will be T2. Okay, that is how we should draw the free body diagram. Okay, next problem. Okay, next problem I have done. Find the acceleration of blocks.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer?
M1 minus M2 sin theta into G by M1 plus M2.
Correct. M1 minus M2
Yes,
sin
sir.
theta
Yes, sir.
whole into G by M1 plus M2. Okay, and then you can also calculate tension also. Okay, so those who are not solved, for them I'm solving here. Okay, and from there we'll see one important result. Okay, so solution. So first to draw the free body diagram of M1. Okay, free body diagram of M1. So this is the M1 block. Okay, where its gravitational force is how much? M1G, and then tensional force is, let us say, T. Okay, and we'll assume that it is going downwards. Okay, so therefore let's say its direction is downwards. So F net equal to MA. So F net means M1G minus T is equal to M1 times of A. This is equation number 1. Okay, next free body diagram of M2. Free body diagram of M2. Okay, so now M2 is like this. M2 is like this. So first force is what? M2G, which is called as gravitational force. Okay, and then tensional force will be upward pulling force. What is the value? T, and then there is normal reaction like this, which is called as N. Okay, now everything, now whenever forces are like this on the inclined plane, we should resolve along the inclined plane and perpendicular to the inclined plane. Now tensional force is along the inclined plane and normal reaction is perpendicular to the inclined plane. So we don't have to resolve these two forces. Whereas M2G we have to resolve. Okay, so M2G is like this. M2G is like this. Okay, M2G will be like this, acting from the center like this. Okay, now this is theta, this is 90. So therefore now when you resolve into components like this, okay, this is theta, this is 90, this is theta, so this is 90 minus 3, so this is theta. So therefore this component will be mg cos theta, this component will be mg sin theta. Okay, so therefore if you resolve like this, this is called as mg sin theta, and this component is called as, sorry, M2G cos theta. Okay, now if you want you can eliminate this M2G, this we don't have to write. So therefore, okay, so now when this is going downward, M1 block, M2 block will go upwards along the inclined plane. So therefore its direction of acceleration is this one. Now this is called x-axis and this is called as y-axis. Okay, for this one. Okay, so anyway, what is the equation for this one? Now in the direction of acceleration, okay, we are writing the equation F net is equal to ma. Okay, so acceleration is in this direction. Block will move only in this direction, correct or not? Only in this direction, and its direction of acceleration is this side, upwards. So therefore T minus M2G sin theta is equal to M2 times of A. Okay, so this is in x direction. I'm writing along the inclined plane, and if you want to write along y direction, you can write, because in y direction F net is 0, because the block is not moving. Then you will get as N is equal to M2G cos theta. This is not required anyway for us. Okay, so anyway, so now we have this equation, what you called 2. This equation is 1. Now I want acceleration. So what I'll do, I'll just add these two, equation 1 plus equation 2. This implies now T will get cancelled. So therefore M1G minus M2G sin theta is equal to M1A plus M2A. So here if you take common as A, M1 plus M2, and this side if you take common as G, then it will be M1 minus M2 sin theta. Okay, so therefore acceleration is equal to M1 minus M2 sin theta into G divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so this is the expression for the, what do you call this one? Okay, previously also attribute machine we have seen A equal to difference in masses. Okay, so there theta will be how much? 90, correct or not? Okay, now this is, suppose let's say right now the inclined plane is like this, correct or not? Right now the inclined plane is 30. Now if this inclined plane surface, if you make it like this, okay, this block is M2, this block is what? M1. Okay, this is the pulley. Okay, so now this surface, now when it becomes like this, this angle is how much? Theta will become how much? 90. So theta is 90. So when you substitute here theta equal 90 sin 91, so again you will get as difference in masses by sum of masses. Okay, so same expression. Okay, so only thing is you just have to know how to draw the free body diagram and then what do you call, calculate the acceleration. Okay, now here some important results are there. Important results in the sense that we can analyze. Okay, for example, let us say, now let us see here. Okay, now acceleration is equal to now m1 minus m2 sine theta. Okay, so now there are three results here. Okay, there are three results. Okay, suppose if m1 is greater than m2 sine theta, if m1 is greater than m2 sine theta, m2 sine theta total value, suppose if m1 is 10, m2 sine theta is 8, so 10 minus 8, 2, positive you will get. Positive means our assumption is correct, so therefore acceleration will be positive, so that means it will go down. Okay, second case, if suppose m1 is less than m2 sine theta, if m1 is less than m2 sine theta, okay, then acceleration will be how much? This reverse it, 8 minus 10, that means negative. Acceleration is negative means what? We assumed it is going downward, but it is going upwards. Okay, and third result is, suppose if m1 is equal to m2 sine theta, if m1 is equal to m2 sine theta, then what will be the acceleration? 0. It will not move. Okay, so therefore everything depends on these two values, m1, the mass of m1, and the component of this m2 along the inclined plane, which is equal to m2 sine theta. See here, so everything depends on these two values, m1 and m2 sine theta. Okay, so that's how we should solve these two problems. Okay, so I hope everybody has done. So acceleration is 0 means it is at rest. It will not move because m1 equal to m2 sine theta. Okay, so this is how we should solve these type of problems. Okay, and then next, anything I gave homework? I think that's all. Okay, next one is called as clamp force. Okay, clamp force. Okay, so I'll finish this topic, clamp force, and then yesterday somebody has asked, I think Pushamitra, some doubts in what you call CRP, classroom problems assignment. Somebody has asked, who is that?
Sir.
Sai Ganesh. Okay, I'll clarify those doubts. Let me complete this topic of clamp force. Okay.
Okay,
So now let us say this is an ideal pulley. Now let us say this is an ideal pulley. This is an ideal pulley. That means whose mass is equal to 0, and this is an ideal rope whose mass is also equal to 0. Okay. So now first let us see here. First let us see here that suppose now let us say this block mass is 20 kg. This block mass is how much? 20 kg, which is connected to a rope and is connected to the wall here like this. Okay. Now what will happen? There will be now the string will be tight, which means there is tension. Okay. So the direction of tension here will be what you call, at this point upwards, at this point downwards, at this point upwards, at this point down, like this. Sorry, left side, right side, and left side. Okay, because the string will pull these two objects, okay, towards itself. Okay, and since the string is same, so this tension, if it is T, this is also T, this is also T, because the string is massless. Okay, so same string will be there. Okay, now if you draw the free body diagram of block and the pulley, okay, let us say free body diagram of block. Okay, free body diagram of block. Then what are the forces? First force is what? Gravitational force of mg, which is equal to 20g, and then there is a tensional force upward. Okay, and then block is at rest, so tension will get. Okay, so since the block is at rest, acceleration is 0, so therefore F net is equal to 0. So that means upward force is equal to downward force. So T is equal to 20 into 10, that is equal to 200 newtons. Okay, next, what is the free body? How to draw the free body diagram of pulley now? Free body diagram of pulley. That means we have to draw the forces acting on the pulley. Okay, so now let us say this is the pulley. Now how many forces are acting? If this pulley has got mass, then we can write gravitational force as mass of the pulley into g. But right now this is an ideal pulley, so it will not have any mass, so therefore gravitational force we don't have to draw. Okay, so gravitational force will not be there. Now what are the other forces acting on this pulley? Here, see here, tension. This string is pulling this side, correct or not? This tension. So therefore this direction it will have tensional force T. Okay, now the same string is also pulling the pulley downwards here like this. Okay, so like this. Okay, so this is the tension T, this is tension T. Okay, so these two are same. Okay, so now these two forces are acting perpendicular to each other, correct or not? These two forces are acting perpendicular to each other. Now these are forces. So what is the resultant force? We have studied in vectors. When two forces are like this, T and T like this, what is the resultant according to parallelogram law? Like this. This is the resultant, which is equal to how much? This angle is exactly 90 degrees. This angle is exactly 90 degrees means this will be equal to root 2t. Correct or not? Okay, root over t square plus 2t square cos 90. 90 is 0, so root 2t. This resultant will be root 2t. So that means the pulley will experience a force of root 2t downwards. The pulley will experience a force of root 2t downwards. Okay. Now, if the pulley is experiencing a force like this, pulley should go this side, no? Pulley should move this side like this. It should move this side, but it is at rest. Pulley is at rest. So that means what? Pulley is at rest. Pulley is at rest. So that means what? F net on it is 0. So that means even though a force of root 2t is acting on the pulley, even though a force of root 2t is acting on a pulley in this direction, but still it is not moving, means there is some other force which is acting exactly opposite this direction, like this, whose value is equal to root 2t. Then F net is equal to 0, correct or not? Now F net is 0. So this force which is acting along this rod or string, this is called as clamp. This is called as clamp. So this force, clamp force, is called as, so this clamp which is connected here, either rod or string, should have what you call root 2t. That means it will experience root 2t. Okay, so this force is called as clamp force. This force is called as clamp force. That means which is connected to the pulley. Even previously also in Atwood machine also there is a clamp, but we don't call it as their clamp. Okay, we just call it as string. Okay, yesterday we derived that relation also, correct or not? Suppose let us say this is the Atwood machine in which there are two blocks on either side, M1 and M2. Now what is the tensional force? What is the tension in this string? In this string, let us say this is one string, this is second string. So here this is called as, we can also call it as clamp. Okay, this is also called as clamp, but here Atwood machine we don't call it as clamp, we call just only string, that's all. But when it is like this at an angle, okay, then we call it as what? Clamp. Okay, now tell me here in this Atwood machine, what is the tension in the string? What is the tension in the string? One expression. Yesterday I told. What is the tension in this string 1? Anybody? Tension in the string 1. Yesterday I told you to write down these formulas also.
Sir, it is
The
2
4
M1
M1
M2.
M2G into
Correct.
by
2
M1
times
plus
of
M2.
2 times of product of masses into G divided by sum of masses. I told you to remember like this. 2 times of product into G by sum of masses. Now what is the tension in string 2? What is the tension in string 2? That is which we
The
call
4
here.
times, four
Correct.
times of product of
Correct. 4 times of
4 times
product
of
product of masses into G divided by sum of masses. Correct. So this is called T1. This is called as T2. Okay. So anyway, here we call it as clamp force. That's all. Okay. So by that we have finished one part of tensional force. Okay. Next part is called as internal force. Next part is called as internal forces and external forces. Before that, Who is having doubt? Sai Ganesh?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. No, Sushant, sir.
Sushant, what is your doubt?
Sir, if there is no clamp, sir, then the pulley will move, no, sir.
Correct. When there is no clamp, pulley will move this side. Pulley will move this side. Root to T direct. Red arrow is there, no? Red
Yes,
arrow.
sir.
It will move that side. But right now the pulley is not moving means what? Net force is, pulley is at rest means net force is 0. Now resultant force due to these two tensions in the string is root 2T. So there must be another force root 2T exactly opposite to this what you call direction. So which is a clamp force. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sai Ganesh, what is your doubt? Yesterday you are asking some doubts in.
Yes, sir.
Is that assignment?
Yes, sir.
Just 1 minute. I'll open the assignment. If anybody else also has doubts in that assignment, please ask. Just 1 minute. Okay. Sai Ganesh, which question? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
second one C.
Second one C part. Okay. Second one, find the acceleration normal reaction. Okay. Now
Sir,
there is
normal reaction I'm getting mg cos theta.
mg cos theta.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Mg cos theta only. Because mg sin theta will be along the inclined plane and mg cos theta. Correct. Sorry. This one is mg cos theta. Okay, next you can correct, others also can correct, n equal to mg cos theta. Next,
Sir, third one C.
third one C. This second one D part, everybody got a?
Yes, sir.
Second one D part.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anybody has any doubt,
Sir, the second one D part acceleration is equal to f cos theta plus or minus?
I have given plus. Anybody else got plus or minus? What is the answer they got? Anybody else?
Sir, I got plus only, sir. I got plus only, sir.
Plus only. Otherwise, let us do it once. That is very important. Okay. So let me solve that one. Cos theta f and m. Yeah.
Sir, I think that will be minus only, sir.
Okay, let us do it. Let us do it. Okay, this is the what you called theta mass is equal to m. Okay, so now here this angle is what theta. Okay, and here there is a block. Okay, mass m. Now a force is applied horizontally like this. The force is applied horizontally. Now due to this, the block is moving upwards. Okay. Now what is the acceleration in normal reaction? Okay. So now let us draw the free body diagram of the block. Now how many forces will act on this block? First force is what? Mg, which is a gravitational force vertically downwards. Next force is what? Normal reaction, which is perpendicular to the contact surface. Next force is this external force, which we can draw here like this also. We can move the vector parallel to anywhere, no? Okay. So therefore there are three forces. Okay. Again we are drawing like this. Okay. So three forces. One is called as mg. This force is called this is parallel horizontal force, and then this is a normal reaction. Okay. Now this mg can be resolved into two components, no? Correct or not? okay, like this, okay. So if you extend this one, this is 90, so this is 90 minus theta, this is theta, so that means this component is called as mg cos theta. This component is mg cos theta, so therefore normal reaction will be mg cos theta, okay. And this not normal reaction, here one more component of f will be there, okay. This will be equal to mg sin theta, okay. Now here, just like mg we resolved, now force also we should resolve, no? Why? Because force is neither parallel to inclined plane or not perpendicular to inclined plane, so therefore force also we should resolve, okay. So if you resolve this force also into components like this, okay, this is one component and this is another component, okay. Now we know this is horizontal, this is this one, correct or not, okay. So therefore this angle is theta, so this angle is what? Theta. That means along the inclined plane will be f cos theta and this side will be f sin theta. This side will be f sin theta, okay. Now if you want, you can remove this force. Just 1 minute, be online. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay, students, sorry, some phone call has come. Okay, so now this is equal to f sine theta, this is equal to f cos theta. So now finally the block is moving upwards. So therefore the direction of acceleration is this side. So this is so in the direction of acceleration, if you write f net equal to ma, okay, this is in x direction. Suppose if you take this as x direction and this as y direction. Now I am writing in x direction because in x direction only it has got acceleration. So what is the force? F cos theta minus mg sin theta is equal to m times of a. So therefore a is equal to what? F cos theta minus mg sin theta divided by m. What is the answer given? F cos theta minus here, not plus, minus mg sin theta by m. And what is the normal reaction? Normal reaction is equal to in y direction. In y direction, if you write f net equal to what? M times of a. But now in this direction, will the block move? No. In this direction, will the block move? No. It will move only along the inclined plane. So therefore, acceleration is 0. So that means f net is equal to 0. So which implies n is equal to mg cos theta plus f sin theta. Okay. So this is the normal reaction. Is it okay, Sai Ganesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other doubt?
Sir, third one C.
Third one, C parts. Find the acceleration.
Sir, F1 is greater or F2?
Assume F1.
Okay,
Or
sir.
means which direction? Suppose if you take direction, right side direction is it is moving in the right side direction, then F1 will be more. F1 cos theta will be more. Okay. If it is moving left side, then F2 cos theta will be more. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is that the only doubt, or how to derive you got, no? How to get this expression?
Yes, sir.
A equal to
Yes,
F1.
sir, I got.
In x direction, F1 will have F1 cos theta. In negative x direction, F2 cos theta. So I am assuming right side it is going. So therefore, F1 cos theta minus F2 cos theta. Suppose if F2 is more, then F2 cos theta will be more. That's all. Okay.
Sir, can you calculate once the normal force between M1 and M2?
For the C part only, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, C part. Now, how to find out the normal reaction between the two blocks? Okay, that is also very important. In fact, our next topic is the external forces and internal forces. In that, we are going to find out this one only, the normal reaction between two blocks, provided if there are more number of blocks. Here, of course, only we have two blocks. Okay. So now how to do this one is, okay, how to do this one. Okay, now see here, we have let us say this is first block, okay, and this is second block. This is M1, this is M2, and then here the force is F1 like this at an angle of theta, and here force is F2 at an angle of theta. Okay. So now first thing is we should always what you called draw the free body diagram of these blocks. But anyway, I think you already know how to draw the free body diagram of these blocks. Okay, see here. To find out the normal reaction between these two blocks, now normal reaction between these two is this one will push this side, this one will push this side. Okay. Now how to find out this one is first step is you should always calculate the acceleration. Okay, we should always calculate the acceleration. That means we assume that the two blocks are moving right side. Okay, so according to that, now if I draw the free body diagram, okay, of block M1, free body diagram of block M1, what are the forces? This F1 will have two components, F1 cos theta and F1 sin theta. So this is called as F1 cos theta. Okay, and downward direction I'll write here as F1 sin theta. I can shift this one vector. Actually here this is called as this is called as F1 sin theta. I'm shifting this vector here. Okay, doesn't matter. And then normal reaction at this point is let us say N1, and then normal reaction between these two blocks is N. This is the free body diagram. Okay, and of course M1G will act from the center. This is called as M1G. Okay, so total these many forces are there. Okay, same way now for block M2 also same thing. Okay, this is for M2. Okay, now first force is M2G vertically downwards. Then this F2 will have two components. One is like this, one is like this. So F2 cos theta. So here F2 cos theta, and here actually F2 sin theta, this one. So this one I am doing what I'll shift it to here because in y direction. No? So I can shift it. Any vector can be shifted parallel to itself. Okay. So therefore this is F2 sin theta, and then one more force at the bottom is equal to N2. Okay. And then normal reaction from this one is equal to N between these two forces. Okay. So now to find out this one, okay, to find out this normal reaction is what you are asking. Okay. To find out this one, first thing is you should always calculate the net acceleration, which you already calculated. Okay. Net acceleration. Okay. Net acceleration means you'll write the free body diagram. You'll write the equation for this one. For suppose let us say here it is moving right side with acceleration A. This is also moving with acceleration A. So what is the equation for this one? F1 cos theta minus N is equal to how much here? N times of M1 times of A. Correct or not? Okay. Same way here, what is the equation? N minus F2 cos theta is equal to M2 times of A. Okay. So now we'll add these two equations. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. So when you add these two equations, 1 plus 2 is equal to NN will get cancelled. So F1 cos theta minus F2 cos theta is equal to M1 plus M2 times of A. So which implies acceleration A is equal to F1 cos theta minus F2 cos theta divided by M1 plus M2. Okay. So first thing is you have to calculate this one. Okay. Then after that, now we can take either equation 1 or equation 2. So from equation 1 we have what N is equal to F1 cos theta minus M1A. So this implies F1 cos theta minus of M1 into what is the acceleration here? This acceleration. Okay. So that is equal to F1 cos theta minus F2 cos theta divided by M1 plus M2. Okay. So that is equal to F1 cos theta minus, now you just have to take LCM, M1 F1 cos theta minus plus M1 F2 sin theta, cos theta divided by what you call M1 plus M2. Of course here minus, if you take like this, here we can take this one as minus. Okay. So I just sent M1 inside, that's all. M1 F1 cos theta minus of M1 F2 cos theta divided by M1 plus M2. Now if you take LCM and then if you do, then you'll get the answer, final answer. Okay. That means you have to what you call take LCM and then finally a long expression you will get. Okay. M1 F1 cos theta, I think let us do it. Okay. M1 M2 is the LCM. So first one is M1 F1 cos theta plus M2 F1 cos theta minus M1 F1 cos theta, okay, plus what? M1 F2 cos theta. Okay. Now which one will get cancelled? M1 F1 cos theta will get cancelled, correct? Here M1 F1 cos theta will get cancelled, plus M1 M cos theta minus. So final expression will be M2 F1 cos theta plus M1 F2 cos theta divided by m1 plus m2. This is the normal reaction. This is the normal reaction. This is the normal reaction between the two blocks. Okay, between these two blocks. That's how you should find out. Okay, is it clear? Sai Ganesh?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt?
No, sir.
Anybody else has any other doubts in this? Yesterday I told you to solve fourth problem, 3DEF. I hope you have solved. Okay. Then next one is fourth problem I told you to solve. Did you all solve? Find the acceleration, normal reaction, and tensional force. Did you all solve? Any doubts? Up to fourth problem. Up to fourth problem. Fourth problem has I think 6 parts, correct? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So these are all just for practicing of how to draw the free body diagram, okay, and how to find out the acceleration and tensions, okay. And then next one we'll see afterwards, okay. This sixth problem also I think you must have done, okay. And yesterday I forgot to tell this one, Atwood machine, okay. Find acceleration T1, T2, and
Sir, in the sixth one, the mass of the man is not given, sir. The mass of the man is not given.
mass of the man is 50 kg.
Yes, sir, it's not given. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. This problem have you done? Anybody has done this problem? 7. Of course, I didn't give. These are all problems you can do it now.
Sir, seventh one I completed first two bits, sir. Ninth one also I completed.
Okay. Okay. Let me once again give. Yesterday I told up to fourth problem. Okay. Homework. Okay. Now, now fifth problem you don't do it. This is called as a rope with mass. This I'll tell afterwards. Then sixth problem, find the reading of the weighing machine. This already we have done. Okay, when the lift is going upwards, you will have more weight. When the lift is going downwards, you will have less weight. This already we have done. Okay. In the first case, when the lift is at rest, okay, then there is no change in the weight. Okay. Then Atwood machine, regarding Atwood machine, find there are three questions are there, A, B, C. Okay. First one you can try, find the acceleration T1, T2, and T3. Has anybody done? Of course, I didn't give homework. Today you take it as homework. Today you take it as homework. Okay. First one, second one, and third one. Third one you don't do it. That I'll tell. Okay. First one and second one. First one, can you do all now? First one.
Yes, sir.
Please do it. First one. Please do it. First one. 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg, and then 3 strings. T1, T2, T3.
Sir, I completed.
Okay. Others? These are for practice, very important. Okay, I'll just draw the freebird diagrams for those who have not completed. Okay. Okay, see here, this is the question. Okay, find the acceleration, tensions T1, T2 and T3. Okay, now draw the freebird diagrams, that's all. Okay, so now first I'm drawing the freebird diagram for 2 kg. Okay, so 2 kg block, gravitational force is 20 newtons and upward tension is T1. Now here we can know that in which direction these blocks will move. This side 3 kg is there, 4 kg is there. So 3 plus 4, 7. So directly it will go downwards. So that means this side acceleration will be downward, that side acceleration will be upwards. Okay. So now actually here we can also go by the formula also, even without drawing the freebird diagrams. Okay. Without drawing the freebird diagrams, we can also go with the formula, which I told you. Na? What is the formula for acceleration? Difference in masses by sum of masses into g. Correct or not? Difference in masses by sum of masses into g. So for that, what you have to do is you assume that 3 and 4 are one block. Okay, so that means this is like this side is what 2 kg and this side is what 3 plus 4 7 kg. Okay, so now difference in mass 7 minus 2 5. 7 plus 2 9 into 10, so that means 50 by 9 meter per second square. What is the answer given? 50 by 9. See here, a equal to 50 by 9 meter per second square directly. But for calculating tensions, then you have to draw the freebird diagrams. Okay, for calculating the tensions, then you have to draw the individual free body diagrams. Okay, so now let us see here. So this one is going upwards with an acceleration a. So therefore equation is what? T1 minus 20 is equal to 2a. Equation number 1. Next free body diagram of what? 3 kg block. Free body diagram of 3 kg block. What are the forces? First one is what? 3 into g 30, and then this one is tension, and downward also there will be another tension T2. Okay, and this is going downward. Okay, so equation will be what? 30 plus T2 minus T1 is equal to 3 times of A. I am writing directly equation F net equal to MA. Okay, and then last free body diagram of what? Next one, free body diagram of 4 kg. Okay, so 4 kg. So first force is what? 40. Okay, then upward force is what? T2, but this is also going downward with an acceleration A. So 40 minus T2 is equal to 4 times of A. So 3 equations, we have 3 unknowns. Okay, and acceleration, if you know directly, we can get T2 here. See here, if you substitute acceleration A here, directly we'll get T2 value here. So T2 equal to 40 minus 4 into A. So 50 by 9. Okay. So like this also 40 minus 4 5s are 200 divided by 9. 360. 360 minus 200. 160 by 9. T2 will be 160 by 9 like this. So like this you can easily calculate. Okay. Next second question, that is B part. Find the acceleration T1, T2, T3. After 2 seconds, string 2 is cut. Find the acceleration of blocks. Okay. As far as first part is considered, suppose let us say now see here, as far as the first part is considered, directly you can tell what is the answer. Now you combine these two blocks, 7 plus 3, 10. Okay, so that means on one side, this is the first part. Okay, on one side we have what you call 5 kg. On the other side, we can combine these two, 7 plus 3, 10. So what is the acceleration? Difference in masses, 10 minus 5 by sum of masses, 15 into g. So that is 50 by 15. Okay, so like this we can tell. That means 10 by 5, 10 by 3 meters per second square. Answer is 10 by 3, g by 3. Okay, so like this we can calculate first part. Now second part, just now I told, draw the free body diagram of blocks and then you can calculate. Okay, free body diagram of 5 kg, 7 kg and 3 kg individually, and you'll have 3 equations, and then in those 3 equations if you substitute acceleration you'll get the T1, T2, T3. Okay, next after 2 seconds string 2 is cut, find the acceleration of the blocks, third part. Okay, now after 2 seconds what will happen? Originally this is the what you called system. That means left side 5 kg, on right side you have 7 kg, and then bottom what you call 3 kg. Okay, now after 2 seconds what will happen? They have cut the string 2. String 2 means this one. Okay, so this is being cut. Okay, so when you cut this one, what will happen? Before cutting, okay, before cutting, what was the acceleration? Before cutting, what was the acceleration with which it will move? Before cutting, acceleration is equal to 10 by 3. Okay, so these two, this one also will move by 10 by 3, this one also will move by 10 by 3, and this one will move upward by 10 by 3. Okay, now after cutting, system has changed, no? So therefore acceleration also will change. Okay, after cutting, what happened? When the string 2 is cut, now the remaining configuration is what? 5 kg on left side, and then on the other side what will happen? 7 kg. Okay, so now the system configuration has changed. Previously it was 10 kg, see here, right side. Now it is how much? 7 kg. So now the new acceleration, is equal to same formula, difference in masses by sum of masses into g. So that is equal, difference in masses 7 minus 5, 2, divided by sum, that is 5 plus 7, 12. Okay, so that means g by 6. Okay, g by 6 for the this one. Okay, g by 6 for these two blocks. This one will go with g by 6, this one will go by g by 6, and when you cut the string, what will happen to this 3 kg block? When you cut this string, now when you cut the string here, now what will happen to this 3 kg block? Previously 3 kg block was moving downward 10 by 3, but now the 3 kg block will move with what you call, this is the 3 kg block. Okay, now it will move with g. Please remember, see here, before cutting all are moving with the all means these two blocks, 7 kg and 3 kg are moving 10 by 3 downwards, 5 kg is moving 10 by 3 upwards. After cutting, 5 kg is moving 10 by 6 upwards, and then 7 kg is moving 10 by 6 downwards, and 3 kg is moving, because now it is, when you cut it, this is under free fall, no? So it will have free what you call acceleration due to gravity. That is what is given in the answer. Okay, so I hope you understood this one. Okay, so this one also you can try in a similar way. At t equal to 0, system is released from rest. So right side 3 kg is there, 1 kg plus 2 kg, left side 2 kg is there. Since right side is more, so therefore it will go downwards. So after 2 seconds, now second string is cut. Second string is between B and C. Find further time after which A comes back to its original position. When you cut this string, what will happen? The remaining configuration is 2 kg and 1 kg. So before cutting, 2 kg is going upwards. Okay. Now after cutting, 2 kg is heavier than 1 kg. So therefore 2 kg will come down. So that means it will come back to its original position. Okay. So that is what we have to find out. Please try it, this one, C part. Okay, C part you can try, because just now I explained how to analyze these type of problems when you cut the string. So you can try it. If you don't get it, you ask me tomorrow in the beginning. Okay. And then afterwards, this one you do homework 7C. Same way 8 also, then 9 A part, B part and C part. Okay, please do it as homework, A part, B part, C parts. Okay, and then 10th and all afterwards I'll tell, that is constrained motion and all. Okay, that's all. Okay, so today's homework is this one. Okay, today's homework is this one. 7th C, then 8, 9. 9 ABC. All of you should do it. Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the tomorrow's morning class. Okay. Any other doubts? Anybody is having any other doubts?
Sir, I didn't get a question in the next assignment which you have given.
Which assignment?
Next one. Normal forces acting on circular bodies.
Normal, second assignment, that one you just have to draw the free body diagrams.
Sir, in one of the questions, I got both the values as negative.
Normal reaction, sir?
Yes, sir.
Which question?
9th one.
Question number 9. The 50 kg homogeneous smooth sphere rests on 30 degrees incline A against the smooth vertical ball B. Calculate the contact forces at A and B. You got both as negative, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh. This 9th one they gave as 1000 by root 3, 500 by root 3. Mass is given as 50 kg, na? Correct? Okay. Let me do it. This is the, what you called, this is wall, inclined plane, correct? Wall and then inclined plane. This is the wall and then inclined plane. Correct? This one? Is it correct? Like this? Okay. So now let us see. It is touching the ground or not? It is not touching the ground. It is not touching the ground. Okay, now see here. So first force is what? Gravitational force, which will be acting vertically downwards. So therefore it is downwards like this. And then there is normal reaction like this. And then there is normal reaction like this. Okay. Now these normal reactions will always pass through center like this. Okay. This is called Na. This is called as Nb. Okay. This is called as 50G. Now this angle is how much? Angle, this one is 90 degrees, correct? So how to find out this angle? This is 90, correct or not? So now when you draw like this, this is, they gave us 30, so that means this is 60. Okay, so this angle is 60, so therefore you will have Na cos 60, and then this side will be Na sin 60. Okay. Now tell me now. So tell me, I'm writing directly. So in x direction it is at rest. So Na cos 60 is equal to Nb. Okay. In y direction, Na sin 60 is equal to 50G means 500. Okay. So Na into root 3 by 2 is equal to 500. So that means Na is equal to 1000 by root 3. Okay. Na equal to 1000 by root 3. What is the answer given? 9th. Na equal to 1000 by root 3. Okay. Next, Nb is equal to Na into cos 60. That means divide by half. So Nb equal to Na into 1 by 2. That means 500 by root 3. Correct only, no? Rama Selja?
Yes, sir. I calculated the angle at the center. Is it not right?
You calculated the angle at
the center.
Center means this one, no?
No, sir, that side. I extended it.
Extend like this.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. No, towards left.
Towards left. Which one, NA or NB you are speaking?
NA.
NA will be like this, no? So if you what you call shift it, it will come like this at the center. Then also with the horizontal, it will make 60 degrees only, no? NB will be this side if you shift this one. If you want to draw at one point like this, this is called as 50G, okay, 500, and then this side will be NA, and this side will be NB, like this. This angle is what you have to calculate. This angle is 60.
60.
So, NA cos 60, this one, and this one is how much? NA sin 60. If anybody is having confusion, you can always shift the vectors to the center points. Okay, then you can easily calculate. Now you see 50 NA sin 60 must be equal to 500, NB equal to NA cos 60. How you got negative?
The vertical component, is it acting upwards or downwards? NA sin 60.
NA sin 60. Now here normal reaction is which side? Tell me. Is
Normal.
in which quadrant?
Second. First.
First quadrant, no? So first quadrant means it will be in X component and Y component will be which side? See, normal reaction is like this, correct or not? See, first I have understood how to do the normal reaction.
Yes, sir.
So normal reaction on the sphere will be like this, okay? Which will be acting exactly, sorry. Which will be acting, sorry. Which will be acting at here like this, okay? So this is in first quadrant, no? So first quadrant means it will have X component positive, Y component positive. So Y component should be upwards. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Negative you will not get Y.
I have taken it in fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant means like this.
Yes.
Fourth quadrant means like this, correct? Like this you have taken, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll clarify it here once again. See here. It's good that you asked this question. Okay. Okay. See here. Now here I'll separate this one. Okay. This is the contact surface, correct or not? Okay. This is the contact surface. This is the contact point at this point, correct or not? Between this sphere and then this inclined plane. Okay. Now always remember that whenever there is contact, normal reaction. What is the nature of normal reaction? What is the nature of normal reaction? Force. Its nature.
They act perpendicularly.
No. Nature means is it pushing or pulling?
Pushing.
Pushing. So if anybody is having any doubt, if you want to remember this in an easy way, always remember that if you have brothers or sister, you will always fight each other, correct or not? Suppose you are this one, your brother or sister is like this. So when you fight, you will push each other or pull each other. You will push each other or pull each other when you fight. When you brothers and sisters fight, when two brothers are fighting, suppose A and B. Now A and B are fighting means A will push B this side, B will push B this side. Na? They don't like each other. So same way here also, these two contacts don't like each other. So sphere will push inclined plane which side? Rama side.
Sir.
Sphere will push inclined plane which side?
Towards left.
Which quadrant?
Fourth.
Correct. And now inclined plane will push the sphere which side?
Upwards in
Which
the first
quadrant?
First.
Correct. So this is the easiest way to remember. Please. Now the mistake you have done is you have drawn the free body diagram of inclined plane. You are not. Are you understanding? You have drawn the free body diagram of inclined plane. Now you have to draw the free body diagram of sphere. That means forces acting on sphere. Forces acting on sphere. Forces acting on sphere. On sphere, this inclined plane. These two are brothers. Okay, they don't like each other. Normal reaction means they don't like each other. They'll always push each other. Tensional force, they like each other, so they pull each other. Are you understanding? Okay. So please always remember, those who have doubt regarding this normal reaction, remember this example. Okay. Two brothers fighting each other, or two sisters fighting each other. They'll always push each other. So here you consider this as one brother and this as another brother. So this brother will push that brother that side, that brother will push this brother this side. That's all. Are you understanding? Okay. If it is a tensional force, suppose let us say there are two brothers here. There is string. So tensional force means what? Like this. Tensional force means the string will pull these two brothers towards each other. The string will pull these two brothers like this. This is called tensional force. Please remember. Tensional force and normal reaction force are opposite to each other. Their nature. Nature is this one. The normal reaction nature is pushing. Tensional force nature is pulling. Nature means everybody will get some nature, correct or not? Okay. Some brothers will be there, they'll always fight each other. Their nature is pushing nature, like that. Some brothers, they always like each other. That's called pulling nature. Okay. Or same as sisters, like that. Okay. So always remember like the nature, pushing. If you remember the nature, then you will not make mistake in drawing the directions. Is it clear, Rama Sailja?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So anyway, so today's homework, I hope you remembered, all of you. Okay. So I gave, what is the homework? Sorry, 6th, once again reminding. 7th C, 8th, and then 9th. That's all. Okay. Okay, then tomorrow we'll meet. Okay. So thank you all very much. Please do this homework. Okay.
Sir,
Oh.
sir, are you gonna upload the before videos today?
Today I'm uploading. Today
Okay, sir.
Today I'm very
Okay, sir.
sorry I didn't upload, but today I'll upload. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you all very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
We'll
Thank
meet
you,
again
sir.
tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we'll meet again at 7 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.